Hello and welcome back to Stock Market Series Part 6. So in Part 1, we have seen the basics of stock market. Part 2, we got familiarized with the terminologies which are normally used in the stock market. Part 3, we found out few ways, or I would say explored few ways in order to find out the best company to invest. And in Part 4, we understood the mistakes which we should never commit as an investor. And in Part 5, we understood the charges and the taxes which we have to pay when we decide to invest money in stock market. And in Part 6 now, in this part, we are going to practically explore one specific app and how we can actually invest or buy shares just like that. So I'm going to use Grow now. I'm going to show a screen recording for you. Let us recollect everything what we have learned in the previous parts and see if we can find out that will help us in buying the right share now. So now I'm using Grow. I'm opening Grow app. So once I've authenticated it, it opens like this. Here first you can see the indicators. So we know what is Nifty 50 and Sensex, correct? Nifty 50 is the indicator of NSE, which is the National Stock Exchange, and Sensex is the indicator of BSE, which is the Bombay Stock Exchange. So Nifty 50 depends on the top 50 companies and the performance. Here it is in red, which means it has gone a little bit down, and that is by 0.39%. Speaking about the Sensex, it depends on the top 30 companies and the performances, and here also it has gone a little bit down, that's why it's red in color, that is 0.39%. And then we also have the Nifty Bank. So then we have something called most bought on Grow, which means that people are normally buying these nowadays. We need not look into it right now. Below that we have future and options, which we also know it is kind of a trading, correct? And then we have IPO. Let's just open IPO. We have one thing open right now. So bid, it starts on 23rd December at 10 a.m. and it is the Radiant Cash Management Services. And you also have Abans Holdings, which have recently closed. So this says listing is on 23rd December at 10 a.m. So this is how IPO works. So now this IPO is open, which is Radiant Cash Management Services. Okay, now let us just go back. Since we are speaking about investing in share, let us do it first. So first we can see the top gainers. Top gainers, we have the large cap, mid cap and the small cap. So large cap, if you can see Jubilant Foodworks, it has raised up. It has reached the peak right now. It is somewhere around 533.80. So it has increased by 2.42%. And if you can see, Lupin also increased by 1.99%. We have ICICI Lombard, which has also increased by 1.25%. PNB, which has increased by 1.13%. So these are some of the large cap. They are top gainers, which means they have increased. Then we have the mid cap. Then we have the small cap as well. But as we all know, and as we discussed in the previous parts, we can actually invest in the top losers, which means the market has gone down, because the other ones are already in the peak. So they might come down. But when these markets have come down, which means the companies have come down, they have the chance of picking it up and growing well. So we can normally invest in the companies which have lost or which have come down in the stock market. The share prices have decreased. But always remember, these companies should not be in scam or any other fraudulent activities. If the product is outdated, then it will not pick up. So you have to be very careful while selecting these companies. So let me open Zomato for you. You can see Zomato has gone down. So before buying anything, you can also check the news here. You can see for what Zomato has been on news. Is it for a good thing or for a bad thing? So once you have confirmed it, you can just see today's low is 58.55. Today's high is 62.05. And 52-week low and 52-week high is also here. So 52-week low is 40.60. 52-week high is 142.45. So it actually has a good amount of space to grow. And see this, experts rating. You have something like this in Grow, who 74% of them say you can buy it now because it is expected to reach the peak again. And speaking about the fundamentals, market capitalization. We all know what is market capitalization, correct? 51,145 crore is the market capitalization. And then speaking about debt to equity is 0.03, which is really good. Face value is 1, book value is 25.84 and ROE is minus 10.01%. Let us speak about the revenue here. It has grown very well. So in June 2022, it was 1414 crore. Now it is 1661 crore. Speaking about the net worth, it has also increased here. So I have decided to buy a share of Zomato right now. So I'll just give buy here. So I'm taking 1. Price limit, it has been set at 60.15. Do we all remember what price limit is? So when the share reaches this price, automatically it will be bought. So what we are going to select here? Price market, which means whatever price is there in the market right now, we are going to buy. So I'm going to add money here. So we have the money in our balance right now. So I'll give 1 share as of now and I'll give buy. So your buy order requested Zomato 1 share, type delivery. So I've opened the order details. You can see this Zomato 1 share. Order type is buy, delivery, or it is regular. Exchange NSE. And then you can also see the order status. The request received on 22nd December 2022, 6:50 p.m. To be placed on NSE on 23rd December 2022, 9:15 a.m. when the exchange is open. That's all. So we have actually bought a share, right? So now when we actually opened the Grow app, we actually recollected everything which we have learned in the previous part, correct? We used the terminologies. We knew the basics of stock market. We also knew how to check, or I would say conduct a small analysis in order to understand what the fundamentals are, how they have been performing, what the revenue is, what the net worth is, what the profit is, will this grow, will it not grow, the news, how we can actually see news in Grow app in order to understand if the shares are gone down because there has been a scam or a fraudulent activity, or it is just because there is some crisis going on. Will this share pick up? So everything actually flashed in our mind, didn't it? So we have actually understood how the stock market works. But yes, there is a lot to learn, and we should learn and we should become a pro when we are actually investing money somewhere. So I would actually recommend you to go and install our Freedom app and see the 9 hours full course of stock market. So in this series, I have given you a glimpse of everything. But if you want to get that in-depth knowledge of stock market, we have a complete course on it. Go ahead, install our Freedom app, register your name and start and watch the course fully. Once you understand it, you can start investing in stock market. And you also saw how easy it is to buy a share. But trust me, if you're investing in the right share in this moment, after 10 or 15 years, you will thank yourself, because now you would have spent around 100 or 50 rupees. But at that time, it might be around 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, who knows? We all know how much is MRF right now, right? So it can grow tremendously. But always conduct your analysis, technical, fundamental, know your basics, keep your foundation strong and take help if needed, then start investing in stock market. So with this point, my stock market series comes to an end. Thank you so much for watching all the parts, and part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 links are given below. If you want to get that in-depth knowledge about stock market, as I mentioned, we have that 9 hours course in our Freedom app, and it is told by an expert. So go ahead, install, register yourself, learn about it. And Freedom app is not just limited to personal finance, it has farming and business and n number of mentors, 900 plus courses who are going to tell you their life journey. So you can just learn everything from their life, never commit the mistakes which they have committed, overcome the challenges just the way they have overcome, and make even more profit, because you're literally seeing how you can do it. And they are going to be your guide and guide you throughout the journey. With this point, my video comes to an end. Thank you so much for watching the stock market series. It was indeed a pleasure for me to share the knowledge, whatever I have about stock market with you. I surely believe this would have been beneficial for you. If you have liked the videos, please go ahead and give a thumbs up. And if you think it will be beneficial for others, please go ahead and share. And do not forget to subscribe our Freedom English channel, because we have n number of videos like this coming forward. Thank you so much and take care.